Welcome back to Morning Munchies. I'm your host, Dominic Gonzalez, here outside the Courtyard Food Park in Temple. And today we're going to be covering Not the Truck, which is one of the many restaurants here.
My name is Jay Williams. This is my wife.
Christi Williams.
And we actually got into the food business because, it's going to sound funny, our boys got too old to hang out with mom and dad. So we were looking for something to do on the weekend. We started our food truck and it became a pretty good hit. And so we ended up quitting in the corporate world and went straight to the food truck. We did very well with the food truck, and over the years we've learned a lot. It's great. Our biggest challenge, and I wouldn't say challenge, but what we look for is when you can look out and look at your customer and they're smiling because of what they're eating. Making people happy is our goal. And it just so happens that we love to cook.
We set our standards and customer service is 90%. You can have good food and people will come back. You can have excellent customer service and mediocre food and they're going to come back because of customer service. So, but we have great food and great customer service, so it's a double win.
Here at What the Truck, which is what the name of our food truck is, when we opened up our building here, we called it Not the Truck. Kind of play on words. We make all of our burgers fresh. As you see here, we've already started. We weigh them out, and then I have the burger press that I designed myself. Then we take our fresh made burgers, and then we go to our griddle, and we hand cut our own French fries. We go from potatoes, as you see here, and we cut the potatoes into fries right here. While he's starting, I can show you. And then when we cut, we come out with nice fresh cut fries. So we make fresh cut fries, we make our burgers fresh. As you can see, he's thrown it on our grill. We toast our buns, top and bottom. And then most people can't go without getting the order of those fresh cut fries. So John, if you'll drop me a order of fries down. They go from fresh cut into our fryer, and he's got them going. Then as everything gets ready, of course, they got the choice of making their burgers any way they want. They want mayo, mustard, ketchup, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, all of it or none of it. You know, we do each individual order to order of what they ask. And that is how an order of a cheeseburger would go out. We are working owners. We work side by side with all of our employees. We usually start very early in the morning and quit very late at night. But it's been a trip for us because not only do we do it because we enjoy it, we also are doing it to build a legacy to leave to our kids when that time comes that we're not going to be here.
Between the restaurants that we have already, we have a diner in Belton and we have the food truck and then we have this location here as well. So between all of them, and then I usually get home about 9 o'clock at night. I go in, I prep, I cook, I serve, I clean. There's no aspect of it that we don't do. We're definitely not silent owners. We are working anything we expect anyone else to do. We do ourselves as well. It wouldn't be nothing to walk in and seeing us scrubbing the floors right alongside the other employees. We're all pretty much equals. And so that's the way we base our employees. We try to treat them like family as much as we can. And we wouldn't want them to do anything that we wouldn't be willing to do ourselves.
A lot of the times it's him by himself while I'm doing other things. This has been set up because we started 11 years ago in a food truck. We've worked in small areas, and we set this up to where one person can actually handle it in most cases. Fridays, Saturdays, they're a lot busier. We tend to try to have more than one person here. But in general, we can handle it as one.
Not the Truck is actually the third business that the Williams family owns, in addition to their food truck and Belton Diner. With all these business ventures, I was curious to know what keeps them motivated.
It gives us the ability to communicate and be a part of the communities. And for an example, my diner in Belton, every year we shut our doors kind of to the public, but then open them to everyone. And we feed Thanksgiving dinner for free. The first year, which was 3 years ago, we did about 70 people. That was a pretty good deal for our first year. Second year, we got a little bit better. We got about 150. This past Thanksgiving, we served 322 people. And then we also have a tree that's set up that if people want to donate and put a present under it, that we donate to Ronald McDonald. So we want to give back to our public as much as our public gives to us. And if the public didn't treat us the way that they do, it would be harder to do everything that we do. We are accepted in so many different ways with the public that makes everything that we do rewarding. Even down to us opening this place. The owner that built all of it, which built a community of different foods. You've got island food, you've got Puerto Rican food, you got Mexican food, you got Cajun food, you got an ice cream shop, you got us, an old-fashioned burger shop that hand does everything that we do. So when people come and gather, we get to enjoy. We get to enjoy everything. We have communication with everybody that's here, which makes it like a complete family that you're just gathered with. We all know how hard the work is, but we all do it because we love the end result of making somebody happy. Food truck we've had just over 11 years, and we started it, our first major thing that happened to us with our food truck was Hurricane Harvey.
Around 1,000 evacuees are expected to make their way to Bell County from Brazoria County.
Yep, it's getting crowded. Our very own Jamie Kennedy's live at the Expo Center this morning. He's got those details. Jamie, what's the latest? It looks like bus after bus just keeps pulling up.
Good morning, Chris and Lisa. The first two buses have only just arrived here at the Bell County Expo Center. If you can see just behind me here, what the first one is actually leaving. This one is going to Belton, to the First Baptist Church. That has the first load of evacuees on it. They say around 27 in the first bus and then also 39 in this second bus. If you just have a look around here, they've actually mobilized really well down here in Bell County Expo Center. We have a food truck set up here that is set up to give evacuees food and water.
Well, when the hurricane hit, they had to bus all of those people into the Expo Center out there. Well, we had been open for a while. We had put some money up, so we chose to shut our truck down. And like I was telling you, the community means everything. We went out there and fed the people that were being bussed in for free, just because they had already lost everything. It's not about the dollar. I mean, yes, we all want to make a living, but it's more about the comfort that people have when they walk into your establishment, that they share things with you like a family.
While the food truck roams around Texas, the brick and mortar location in the courtyard provides some consistency for the community. With this, Jay and Christi truly get the best of both worlds.
The food truck is called What the Truck. This one is Not the Truck
because
it's not the truck. And we only have one Facebook page that actually advertises for both of them, and that's What the Truck. and it's technically all the same entity. It's just that you can't really put what the truck on a building because it's not a truck.
Yeah.
So
I like the name.
that was where we came with the slash, and it's not what the truck, it's not the truck at this location, but it's all technically the same thing. It's
People
just,
know.
this is a location, and that's been challenging for them to understand sometimes that this is a standalone location that you can go to anytime. You don't got to chase us around or go to Belton, Temple, Troy, wherever we're at. This is always here. And that's what,
Right.
And everything is the same as it is on the food truck. We have a couple of additions here, like the tater tots and the onion rings, is stuff that we don't have on the food truck, but that's just because the space is limited on the food truck.
All right, we're about to try the cheeseburger. Here I'm with my girlfriend Jordan, who's helping me out here today. This is their French fry first, fresh cut French fries that they make here. Good classic French fry, nicely salted, and you get the ketchup on the side from a little pup. All right, how you liking it?
Amazing French fry.
Can't go wrong.
Delicious French fries.
Now for the burger, which I'm excited about. You can customize it any way that you'd like. Here we have just mayo, tomato, and lettuce and onions. And then I have my ketchup on the side. Jordan doesn't have ketchup on hers.
No ketchup.
So actually I'll have you do the honors and take
Me
the first
first?
bite. Yeah.
It's a good cook.
Yeah.
No pink.
Pretty good.
Good classic burger.
Classic burger.
Cannot go wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the bun, I do enjoy that the bun is toasted as well. And yeah, just like you said, that the burger is nice and is juicy, but it's also like, I like that it's a bit like, what is it a smash burger? Is that what?
I
Where
would
it's
call
like
that
a little,
burger.
like they flatten it a little bit. I enjoy that because,
Onions are nice and chopped up.
yes,
Good amount of onion in every bite.
I know, yes. So, and, I'm a big fan of this. Great classic burger. Again, can't go wrong with this. So we're just gonna finish this.
Me personally, when I started this, I cannot stand to eat a burger. When you bite into it, you just taste a meat.
believe in
So
seasoning.
I believe in a flavor to it. And as you tried it, we mix our seasoning into it, and that way it marinates. And we make that every morning to where we can throw them on the grill. And so when you come in, you're not getting a frozen burger. You're getting a handmade burger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important for us to cook the way you would for yourself, for other people.
So we just found out they make their own ranch here. And we're going to try the French fries in the ranch. I do enjoy dipping my fries in the ranch. So does she. Go for it.
That's good ranch.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really good ranch. I would buy a bottle of that. Absolutely.
So you don't sell it by the bottle right now?
Not at the moment. We're working on it.
Cannot
That's
go
what
wrong.
made you want to do your own ranch instead of...
Store-bought ranches, unfortunately, they put preservatives in them to make them last longer on the shelf. And because I don't have preservatives in mine, it ends up being a better quality, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You don't get that taste. There she goes. She's like me. So our customers that we have known now for years, we have some come in. I'm going to throw his name out there, Thomas. He gets what's called a Monster King. And what he's done is took 3 different sandwiches to make one. So we have our King, which is a chicken bacon ranch. Well, that goes in the middle of a grilled cheese, and that makes his top bun. We duplicate it to make a bottom bun. And then he puts 2 hamburger patties plus bacon and jalapenos and grilled onions on it. And then so once he puts it together, we weighed it once, it weighed almost 2 pounds. And so we're not limited to what's on the menu. One of my favorite things that we do is I don't have the ability, because I've got a flat top, not an oven, to make jalapeno poppers. Jalapeno poppers are some of the most favorite things around here. And so I made a spread, took everything in a jalapeno popper and grinded it up and made a spread out of it. Goes great on the burger. You got your cheese, your flavor, your jalapenos, your bacon, and all of that, and it infuses into a burger. And so we allow people to order, and none of them really, they all know that we have to do upcharges, of course, because they're adding things. But it's kind of fun for the customer. Then it's fun for me as a cook to build what somebody wants. And again, falls back to what I said. It put a smile on their face. That's what intrigues me with all of them.
How you feeling today? We done pulled up to What the Truck in Temple, Texas. If you don't know about What the Truck's wrong with you? Well, today I felt like switching it up a little bit. I felt like doing something a little bit different. I know I always get a cheeseburger, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I wanted a chicken sandwich, right? And I didn't want no plain Jane chicken sandwich. I wanted the thing that I seen that I was curious about. It was called the Monster Chicken Sandwich, right? Monster, yeah, raw type monster. I want you to look at this thing right here. This right here, this ain't bread. This is a grilled cheese sandwich. And they put it on top, sandwich 2 grilled chicken breasts between bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, everything and anything you can think of. That is sensational. You need to be coming to Temple right now to get this monster chicken sandwich. I promise you, this is what it is.
We care so much about people. We don't want to give customers something that you just throw together. I mean, yes, it's easier. Yes, you might be able to make more money because I've got a lot of time added into all of our preparation to make hand fresh, old-fashioned burgers. And that's the reason I call us an old-fashioned burger spot, is because an old-fashioned burger spot didn't have frozen burgers back in the day. And we tried to bring the old times back. Our restaurant in Belton, we are the dollar coffee. We only charge $1 for coffee, and that's what they did back years ago. And you don't see that today, and we wanted to give something back. Let's do the tour. We're going to go out my back door here, which leads out into our courtyard. And in our courtyard, of course, we have the playground for the kids. We've got swings and slides in the little fort. We've got plenty of outside seating on the beautiful days. The foosball table, we've got the ping pong table. We've even got cornhole that can be set up and people can play. Is he in there? Okay. So we're going to move over, and of course you got to watch. This is my drive-through because people can drive through and order at the window, or they can come in. But this is where my new place is going to be, the bakery. And we're going to kind of walk in. It ain't all done yet. We're still getting things set up. We're going to have a bar that goes up here that people can stand it and eat. We're gonna have the outside seating, but we've got everything that we've got coming in, the dough mixer and all of that, to where we can make homemade style cookies, banana bread, cinnamon rolls, kolaches, danishes. We're gonna be doing all kinds of different things. We're getting it all down. We've got our cookie baking stuff, our oven and everything. We've got our mixing, all of our mixing bowls. We're gonna have crazy waffles, which will make a waffle that's got ice cream in the middle and maybe strawberries and strawberry drizzle. My wife's favorite is ice cream with Fruity Pebbles sprinkled across the top and then a strawberry drizzle over that. But we're gonna have it to where you can build your own waffle. You know, we'll put chocolate chips, we'll put strawberries and blueberries. You know, we're gonna have different things available for the customer to where they can kind of create what they want.